I'm Damian. I'm a member of the European Parliament and one of the founders of Volt.
One of the fundamental things about Volt, and a bit controversial, is you want federalization, right?
What we are saying is not necessarily that we need to decide more on the European level, but that how we decide is not transparent enough. At the moment, when there are really important decisions, what still happens is that the 27 heads of state, that they go to a castle somewhere and then they close the doors and then they sit there for 4 days without the press, without transparency, and they make deals between each other. That's not a good decision making. What you need is a democratically elected parliament and a democratically elected government, and then they do decisions. And if you don't like it, you vote them out the next time.
But the problem is that nobody cares about the European Union. They care so much more about the local politics. We need to make it more interesting, find some ways to encourage this which is hard.
So at the moment, national parties, they are the biggest reason why people don't know what's happening in the European Union, because they don't want that. In Germany, 60% of the laws that go to the German parliament are European implementation laws. 60%, more than 50%. Yeah, but we don't know this. If you look at how many journalists are here and versus our capitals, you understand, like people care a lot about national politics. But it's not what is relevant anymore so much in comparison to the EU. You know, the patriots that call themselves patriots here in the European Parliament. If you just look at what they're proposing is to dissolve the European Union. And then basically you take this top layer away and you're back in the medieval times when basically all the little countries are fighting each other, which if you zoom out from this continent and you look out, you see how small our countries are in comparison to the US or Russia or China. We're tiny little countries. We will have nothing to say. I don't like presidential systems at all. I think they suck.
Why?
Because it really focuses on one person and it becomes very much like a personality test, not so much about the policy.
That's why I got elected.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
Yeah, but for democracy, this is not what should happen. I think the biggest danger to humankind are uncontrolled, unhinged men. I don't trust individual men to not go crazy. Like as soon as you have too much power, most people go crazy. And I don't want to live in a world where one person has the power again. I don't even trust myself enough to say I want to be a dictator. I really want to do everything I have done in my lifetime to stop dictatorship from coming back to Europe.